Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Justice for All for the Nintendo DS. Last time we caught the culprit who, and to be fair, okay, never mind. But anyways, we caught the murderer who killed Russell Berry, the ringmaster in the Berry Big Circus. It turned out to be an acrobat named Acro. He was trying to get payback for what the ringmaster's daughter Regina did. Basically, it was by accident. The whole thing was an accident. Bat actually wanted to surprise Regina, since he likes her, and well, he wanted to do the stunt that animal tamers in the circus do, like opening the mouth of a lion and putting their head in. However, Regina was trying to pull a prank on him by using a a shaker that full of salt, and spread all over a scarf that she gives to Bat. And well, because of that, when Bat put his head in the lion's mouth, somehow the lion was able to sniff the pepper that was coming out of that scarf, and thus it made him sneeze and well close his mouth on Bat's head. But thankfully, Bat, because of that little accident, Bat was put into a coma and hasn't woken up for 6 months. So in the anime, he but by the end of the case, he had woken up. Though I wish the game would have shown that. But the only way to see it is via the anime. Alright, so anyways, we are now in the last case of Justice for All. Oh yeah, and one other thing, we get a hint before the finale of Turnabout Big Top, is the one that helped, that kind of helped out a bit in this case, well, for Phoenix, was actually the returning Miles Edgeworth. So yeah, that was something I completely neglected. Not on purpose, I just completely forgot all about it. So it's my fault there. But anyways, we are now in the last case of this game. Case episode 4. Farewell, my Turnabout. So without further ado, let's get started. And I know this intro is taking way too long. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? Will it be last year's runner-up, Jammin' Ninja? Or maybe Captain Saipon, all the way from the lovely tropical island of Saipon? I see the students of a certain school, and our global hero, Onya Coupon, doesn't want to go home empty-handed. We hope Lady Luck is with all of our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix is me! Whoa! The true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. Seriously. It looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to the fantastic warrior, the Nickel Samurai. Too bad, Jammin' Ninja. Looks like the title eluded you again this year. Oh my goodness. Was that a rush there? But anyways, we are now at the Gatewater Hotel in the Viola Hall. 1 second. Yeah, keep in mind I always have a bottled water ready. In which case I drink room temperature water. Those that you know do that speak in front of people or sing, it's recommended to use room temperature water at all costs. Cold water might make things worse, but drink cold water only when like you're feeling like hot during the summer or thirst, like really thirsty. All right, so here we go. Oh right, yes. Did you hear that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai, he did it. Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. I'm proud of the guy for doing the series justice. So the person everyone was cheering for, I guess he got the prize? Yep. You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai. No, every Sunday I only watch the educational channel's Kids Masterpiece Theater. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it. Do you like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick? Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore. That's right, but I do like Kids Masterpiece Theater. Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick. Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have an interest that match. It's very important. Yeah, Pearl, I disagree. It's called passing down what you've learned to the new generation. So yeah, I kind of did disagree with you on that, Pearly. Aw, give it a rest, Pearly. Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time. Ah, it's like a dream. Too bad for the Jammin' Ninja, though. Last year, he lost to the Pink Princess, warrior of Little Old Tokyo. I thought this might be his year. Yeah. Oh hey, did anyone else think that the Jammin' Ninja was a bit different today? Different? What do you mean? Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar. Hey, you're right. Strange he'd walk around without his signature guitar. I will never understand these people and their shows. Anyway, Mr. Powers, I thank you very much for tonight. Aw, it was nothing. I owe you one, so it's just my way of saying thanks. Hey Nick, come on, it's time to get going to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon. And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that. A press conference? Is he going to make a speech about winning this year's prize? Well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something. Confessing? Sounds pretty serious. Nick, come on. You don't I want us to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you? Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Alright. So, for the court record, we start out with three pieces of evidence. First off, our usual attorney's badge, Maya's Magatama. For the record, we never give it back to her. It's gonna be with us throughout the whole series. So, honestly, there's no point in saying Maya's Magatama. And we have the picture of the Nickel Samurai. In our profiles, we only have Maya and Pearl here, so... Alright, so let's talk with Mr. Will Powers, because we haven't seen him well, okay, if they put this story for the third game, then I would have said that I haven't seen this person since the first game. Alright, Will Powers. Thank you very much for inviting us today. It was nothing, really. Guys like us don't get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all. Hey, Mr. Powers. What have you been up to lately? Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show, while wearing a rabbit mask over my face. Oh, I see. I'm still really sorry about the headaches I caused you at that time, Mr. Wright. Well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai. And he was the first case Maya worked on with me. You can't tell by looking you can't tell by looking at you, but you're a nice guy with a love of kids. Aw, thanks. Alright, the Nickel Samurai. I can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai. I can't believe it either, but for a different reason. The Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch-enemy, the evil magistrate, in the city of Neo Tokyo. And last year, they started a new series, of the Nickel Samurai. The new series seems to be a hit with the kids, too. The Steel Samurai is a show I have a lot of strong feelings for. So I hope that maybe I get a chance to do something in this new one. Yeah, it's too bad. It'd be great to see you on the show. With the new actor Matt On Guard, he's super popular right now. Mr. On Guard? Looks like Pearl doesn't know who he is. This year it's going to be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jammin' Ninja at the box office. Jammin' Ninja? Who's that again? Yeah, let's ask him. So, who is this Jammin' Ninja again? He's a hero, duh. His symbol is a bright red guitar he's always carrying. A ninja who's always carrying around a bright red guitar. How does that even work? With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in hand, he arises to stardom in an ancient time. A ninja who becomes a star? Yeah, a ninja who becomes a star. There's a strong rivalry. There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios is Nickel Samurai and Worldwide Studios is Jammin' Ninja. They even air at the same time. You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. The Nickel Samurai's On Guard, and the guy who plays the Jammin' Ninja, I mean, the Nickel Samurai speaks French? Oh, you mean Matt On Guard, the actor. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling happy place. Yeah. Alright, so we're done here. Let's move on towards the hallway. Alright, here we are at the hallway. Wow, what is with this place? Looks like I stumbled into Oz or something. Way in the back there's a sign for the bathroom. I bet we have a little time to look around before the show starts. Alright, so let's head down to the Viola Hall. So we can get something here. Sounds like the post-ceremony show is about to start. Oh, right. I'm so pumped. I wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai Smelting. Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference. You mean the big confession the Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So what is it? Do you know what it is? What it's about, Mr. Powers? Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea. Sorry. So I guess you are all going to the press conference then. Yeah, of course. If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in. And thus we get our press conference ticket, or tickets. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby. So let's all go to the lobby. It looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice. Alright, so let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Oh, I'm sorry, the hotel lobby. Alright, here we go. Only a really gaudy hotel would have such a large gaudy lobby to match. I think they're going to have the post-ceremony show over there. They're using a compact stage, I see. Oof, I'm ready to use my special samurai power. Maya looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances. What? Why? Ow. Didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time. So please, stay where you are. This is a special request from the police. Police? Did they just say police? Do you want me to go check out what's going on? Wait. I'll come with you. Freeze! You two. Didn't you hear the announcement just now? It's finished. It just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I've heard that voice somewhere before. Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people talk when they talk. Just the other day it was... Oh no. Yep. She's back. With that continuous talking, you already know who she is. This non-stop chatter. It can't be Miss Oldbag? Sorry, couldn't help it. What is it? What it is, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Wait, you're Powers, aren't you? Yeah, about what happened back then. You didn't get nominated last year either, did you? Oh, that's right. You're doing that children's exercise program. Trying to play nice. Yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show, and you're a hoot. You're the big brother. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not gonna say all that. And honestly, this song, back in the previous case, it works well with her appearance. Well, it works well with the character. What are you doing here? Look at my uniform and tell me that you can't tell I'm a member of security. But that outfit. Annoying. Noisy brats get the blaster. Yeah, in the anime, Japan and English dub alike, it's the same thing. Yeah, so get used to it. Alright, so let's see what she's been up to lately. Miss Oldbag, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place. Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. Honestly, that's a very jerk move. Just because of a little incident. Yes, we know. If you recall, back in the first game, yeah, it was an incident that involved Jack Hammer passed away, but it was through his actions, if you recall. It was his actions that got him killed. And because of that, the people at Global Studios don't want anything like this to happen again, so anyone that was involved with the incident has been let go. Understandable, but at the same time, a very jerk move, in my opinion. A very, very jerk move. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip. What incident? What did you do? I didn't do anything. Are you younger? Don't you remember that incident a year ago? When this lady got on the witness stand and testified. Yeah. And you? Weren't you the one who was bullying me? This fragile girl at heart? I plead the fifth. But, you know, I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault. Me? I thought about being a bodyguard at first, after being handed old Pinky. You? A bodyguard? For your friend, that fiery, good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. Mr. Edgeworth? But that's a sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. That's what he said to me. What did I ever do to deserve that? Alright, what happened? Let's see what happened. So did something happen? I don't have all the details, but it looks like another one of those incidents happened again. An incident? Like a murder kind of incident? Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So wherever I go, a rain of blood will come pouring down. But you didn't know that. Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard at least for other people's sake? Silence! Whippersnapper! Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat! Yeah, I'm gonna forget about saying, that. Hey, Nick. What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips. Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out. No way! The police told us not to go anywhere. Remember? Huh? How? B-O-R-I-N-G. You're such a boring guy. You've got no motivation, no spirit. Huh? What? What's going on? Are you giving Mr. Amaya trouble again? Mr. Nick? Not you too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one. So, listen to this, Pearly. The one time at Lawyer Oh no, is she referencing American Pie? So listen, this to this Pearly, this one time at lawyer camp, Nick. Okay, I get it. Let's go take a look. Yay! I knew you could say no to me, Nick. That's right. You'd walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Mr. Nick? That would be every time we work a case together. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go already. You can come along too, Pearly. Goody! I get to come. I get to come. Alright, so we're done here. Alright, so let's head back towards the hallway. Or the Viola Hall? There's nothing really out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for someone that the old lady was talking about? That doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we'd better go look somewhere else. All right, then. Let's try. Excuse me. Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey? Yeah. That's me. You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk. A call? I wonder if it's someone from Rhine Village. What's wrong, Mystic Maya? Oh, nothing. I'll just go on ahead to check it out, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Fey. Let's go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick. Yeah, okay. This is a little exciting and a little scary. All right, let's go back towards the hallway here. Let me drink some water real quick. Much better. All right. I told you. I get people the info they want, which means that I've got a right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so you can't go in. What's your problem? Just you wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy, detective's secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only mean... Hey, Wright! Hey, Rat! Oh, it's Lotta. I keep forgetting. Because I think at the beginning of the case here, I think Larry was also there too. Hey, Lotta, come on. I do a gal a favor and to tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I've got rats. You, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder, so she should leave this to us pros. A murder? Ah, shoot, me and my big mouth. See, I knew it. My gut instinct told me. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said, and that's what it is. A genuine murder. And she's gone, I think. Hey, wait! Yeehaw! A murder of a big star, no less. Oh man, I'm in trouble now. And finally, we get to hear his theme song. We haven't heard his theme song throughout the whole game. Finally. And to be honest, in terms of each of the detectives themes, spin-off and mainline alike, because there's Detective Gumshoe's theme song, then we have Emma Sky's theme song, and of course within spin-off territory, there's the Inspector in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. If I had to rate them, actually I wouldn't. They're all good theme songs. Alright, so let's talk to Gumshoe here. Let's see what happened. Maybe he'll tell us what happened. So, Detective Gumshoe, a murder? No, that's not it. I've got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal. Mr. Nick? Is the dead person the Nickel Samurai? Huh? Why would you ask that? I mean, why do you ask? Well, Mystic Maya was rooting for him, so it wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? The guy that died was the hero named the Jammin' Ninja, pal. The Jammin' Ninja? But first, let's see what a lot of heart was there. That a woman with the big puffy hair that looks like a cotton candy. You mean Lotta? That a woman. She was there at that time too, right? That time? When Mystic Maya did that channeling? Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she wasn't there. Journalist? Yeah, here's the thing. In the anime, Lotta Hart wasn't there at all. in this case. Instead, they replaced her with Larry for some odd reason. We never see Lotta again after the second case. So why did they replace Lotta with Larry? Well, is beyond me. But in the game, Lotta makes her second appearance. It looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Hanging around? Yeah, hiding in wait in front of the Jammin' Ninja's door, pal. But why would she? She wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting my big scoop. Scoop? What sort of news could she be after? Alright, the victim. So the victim was the Jammin' Ninja? Mr. Jammin' Ninja? He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai. Oh. The victim was the action star Juan Corrida. He got a huge push and rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. Yeah, even I recognize his face. But I heard lately that Matt Ungard's been taking the wind out of his sail. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, those two are hogging all the limelight. I guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. Ungard? That's the a Nickel Samurai, right? Yep. I mean, no. You've got to say it with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai. Anyway, so now that Juan Corrida is gone, that means Mr. On Guard has the whole stage to himself. When are you saying? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. We can't have that happen, you know. Can't have that happen. What's that supposed to mean? I wonder. All right, so let's since we now have a picture of both the Jammed Ninja and the Nickel Samurai, let's present Matt Unguard's picture to Gumshoe. But Nickel Samurai, he really took the Grand Prix tonight. Maya's a big fan of his. Really? Oh, I'm sorry then. Why are you sorry? Matt Onguard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Corrida. What? Sorry, what? Let's ask, why was he arrested? Why was Mr. Onguard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in hot water. Mr. Nick, if Mystic Maya knew about this, yeah, I know. She'd make me take this case. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Maya would have me take this case. I know. Alright, so we're done here. So let's head towards the hotel lobby. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're at the gate. We're at the hotel lobby. Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright? It looks like Juan Corrida has been killed. What? It looks like he was murdered, and the suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt On Guard. You're joking, right? Nope. They arrested the Nickel Samurai on a suspicion of murdering the Jammed Ninja. Oh, not again. I feel sick. Again? About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls. I still can't believe. No way. No way, Matt would. What's Mr. Powers got it in his hand? Oh, before I forget, this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. And now we get a new piece of evidence: the radio transceiver. For me? But why? I don't know. All he said was it was from Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. Alright, so anyways, let's ask him about Matt and Juan. Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his place as a pop idol, but he kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway. Mr. Juan, he's the Jammed Ninja, right? Those two who would butt heads over everything they could think of. Well, I don't know why I'm talking like a robot there. But I'd say that Matt was the one who almost always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. Juan said that he'd take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show. And that was the Jammed Ninja? the stylish nickel samurai and the burning jamming ninja. Well, things turned messy real fast with those two using their shows for their war. And the final tally? Look around. It's pretty obvious how things ended up. Matt even won the Grand Prix this year. The final win over his rival, I guess. So what about this press conference? Mr. Onguard was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he? That's what I heard. Though if you wanted to get technical about it, it was the Nichols Samurai's conference. The Nickel Samurais? Yeah, he was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. So he was supposed to be in costume. But why? I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore. I was just wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone a long time. Now that she mentions it, she was only going to answer a phone call. Maybe she got lost. I'll take a quick look around for her. What is it? I'm Mr. Nick? Huh? I'm not sure. Did this transceiver just... Yes? Hello? Right here. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? And you are? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as... Help! Nick! Mystic Maya! Maya? So, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of the girl? Her fate? Does he mean what I think he means? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? Come now, don't fall apart on me yet. No, this can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return to you your valuable item unharmed. What is this called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom? Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping. Ah! Mystic Maya! My sight. Everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped. You there? Mr. Wright, are you there? How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation. Hurry up and state your condition, and then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What? What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you? What in the world have you done to need? I am not the person you will be representing. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know that a murder has just taken place. Juan Radio was killed, and the suspect is Matt on guard. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt on guard. Matt on guard? But why? He did not kill anyone. I can attest to that. However what? However, someone is framing him for the murder. A very smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall. If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to believe me or not. However, there is one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me, in my possession. Help! Nick! Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight he will be in questioning with the police. But the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have one chance. One chance, Mr. Wright. One? You expect me to get a not guilty in one trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Oh, yes, that's right. Now that I am playing the role of the kidnapper, I can pass up this chance to say, and don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Darn it! Who the heck are you? Alright, I'll tell you that much. My name is... The Killer. Shelly the Killer. That's the full name. Shelly the Killer. If you haven't figured it out yet, you already know who he is. You know how he looks like. Even if it's for one small scene, you already know who this kidnapper is. If y'all haven't figured it out, let's move on. Mr. Nick, where's Mystic Maya? She's been kidnapped. No, it's all my fault. If only I had gone with Mystic Maya. It's not your fault, Pearls. But it is. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Mystic Maya, where? Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on. No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what will happen to Maya? Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier? Detective Gumshoe. Yes, that's it. Wait here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. What? Ransom? Shh, not so loud. The ransom is complete acquittal for Matt on guard. Wait, the deal is complete acquittal in exchange for Maya? You mean... Then this means Matt on guard is obviously the killer, pal. No doubt about it. But the guy said that Mr. On Guard is innocent. You really believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If On Guard is really innocent, then why the kidnapping? And on top of everything else, there's all the evidence we keep finding. Huh? The guys with the eagle eyes are really lapping it up like they just caught a huge fish. But it's strange. There's so much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence? Is that possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about On Guard being set up? Anyway, looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow, you can start yours. Alright. Isn't there another way? We've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. You're right. Whew. Alright, so... Meanwhile, at an unknown location... Ow, my head. Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in the hotel, in that hotel. What happened to me? Nick! Pearly! Come on, you guys. This isn't funny anymore. I see you have awoken. Ah! Who are you? Me? I am known as the killer. The killer? You mean like an assassin? I'm too young to die. Don't worry. You are not my target. For now, anyway. Ah! Nick! Where are you? Help me! Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now, and that is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? What? Nick? Nick's going to save me? Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. A business transaction? I am going to contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well. Nick, what's going to happen to me? Nick, Pearls, Sis. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. Yeah, basically we're going back to that phone call that happened right now. Alright, so now we are back at the Wright & Co. law offices. Good morning. Morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, come on. Let's hurry and go see Matt on guard. We have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 a.m. So, oh, I see. Mystic Maya, if only I went with you that time. Poor Pearls. She's been like this since last night. We managed to get home somehow. Yesterday evening, thanks to Detective Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. But by the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep at all last night. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's alright, right? Yeah, she's alright. Either way, I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that. Please, help her. I'm only able to stay this calm and collected because Pearls is doing the crying for the both of us. Alright, so let's head on towards the detention center and speak with our client. We couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early to visit one nickel samurai charged with the murder of the Jammin Ninja. Good morning. How are you today? I know this situation might be a little tough for you. Where? Oh. Sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know. Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers? I mean, this building isn't my house, so... No. We're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name's Phoenix Wright. A lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay? The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he? I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so how about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance. I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. Alright, so let's begin talking to him. He's got a lot to discuss. Alright, let's ask him about himself. Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon. Even I say stuff without the publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay? Mr. Engard is so lucky. He has so many people he can talk to. I don't know if he actually has anyone he can really talk to. Sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Alright, let's ask what happened. Mr. Engard, I would like to ask you about the murder. Oh, are you covering this for a tabloid as a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No, I'm asking on behalf of a tabloid. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay? Is he alright, Mr. Nick? If we're talking about Mr. Engard's brain here, I wouldn't put my money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said even Neo Mount Fuji itself knows that I'm not the murderer. Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji? It's a mountain in the city of Neo, Tokyo. The city the Nickel Samurai protects. Alright, so let's present something. By which I mean this press conference ticket. What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Huh? Me? Yes, while you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. He didn't know? That's odd. Very, very odd indeed. So what is this odd thing he expressed? Oh, let's also present the radio transceiver here. Mr. Nick, what are you gonna do with that? I don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one too. I got it as a present from someone. Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from the transceiver? Yes. Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. This coming from a man with a cell phone on his wrist. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Please, wait. I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few? Please, I'll let Mr. Nick represent you. Man, oh man, lawyers these days. Now you dudes use kids to pull in clients too? If you don't take me as your lawyer, then the killer's going to... Wait, what did you just say? The killer. The killer? doing? He looks like he's mumbling something over. Alright, dude. I accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court. We did it! We did it, Mr. Nick! Yeah. I don't feel any better for it. It doesn't look too happy either. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help out as much as I can. Alright, so let's talk. And as you can see, these same options have been unchecked. Man, I think my lucky stars that people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero and you're in the national spotlight. I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? It's really great to be the Nickel Samurai. Dude, lately I just keep on getting more and more popular. True enough, the Nickel Samurai is very popular among high schoolers and secretaries right now. I guess Mr. On Guard has a way of catching the eyes of women. Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am. A spring breeze? That's why this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even I get out of here. Even if I get out of here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad. Everyone loves a good scandal. Alright, so let's see. What happened? Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back into my room. I had the post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah. Because of the press conference you were supposed to have after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Curidio was already dead at that time? Yeah. That's what I gathered anyway from my manager. With the way he's always talking about his manager, it's as if she runs his life. And that's when a detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me. The victim. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. What sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try making a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we all know it failed. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So, why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know. A charge of murder. Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly. Did they find something on you? They found a button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume. A button? I don't get it either. It was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants, or hakama. Dude, I really think someone planted it there, though. I'm serious. Wonder if that's what really happened. I guess this is about all I'm gonna get out of him. Mr. Nick? Yeah? Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. On Guard to see if he really is innocent or not. We can do that? Yes. If you use this, Maya's Magatama, he won't be able to hide any secrets from you, Mr. Nick. I'm sure of it. I get it. Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Please put the phone away and answer this question yourself. Alright. Just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? Well, Mr. Nick? Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight. Which means I think it's alright to trust him. Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial's tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude. Oh, wow. Alright, so I'm gonna take a little break, and then I'll be back. As I said, I'm gonna go through the whole part. The whole investigation part. No matter how, like, if it plays halfway towards the save screen, I'm gonna be playing the whole thing. So I'm gonna take a little break, and I'll be right back. So cut. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's get started with part 2 of this investigation. And thus we're back at the law offices, and Pearl looks kind of angry. I wonder why. Let's see. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now, what should we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. On Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. Alright, and as I said, just in case if you're ever lost, you can always talk to whomever is with you, or if you're by yourself. These options will come up for you. What to do, or any ideas? So, alright, so let's start the, let's go to the investigation. Let's start off with the hotel lobby. Alright. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on. It's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... Oh my goodness, the volume is loud on my part. Well, for y'all, the audio or the game audio is low, but on my part, wow, it can be loud depending on how high I have the volume switch. Anyways, where was I? I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way ever since I was a... Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. If anyone is a fast reader, by all means, go ahead and read on. Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. Miss Oldback, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants! Right. I'm just gonna let y'all hear that sound effect, but I'm not the one that's gonna be saying it. Alright, start talking, Miss Old Bag. Everything you know. And she's breathing like Darth Vader. Anyways, my dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes this heart go but dump. Again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always ends up kicking the bucket? Yeah, I wonder about that. Myself. I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my wand. But I haven't said anything. Well, I don't believe a word that a woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word Oh, here we go again. Every time, I think she's speaking in regular tone, the dialogue goes slowly in a pace that I can read. All of a sudden, it just speeds up. Pearls, are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? Youngins today. So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. Alright, so what happened? I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. Ah, I see. But... But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. So what is it that you witnessed this important moment of your life? Pray tell, will you? The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? Uh-oh. Oh, wow, quadruple the locks. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Tangent, please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Well, we're off to a bad start here. Alright, so until we get the proper evidence, there's nothing I can do right now. So let's continue on. Let's head towards the hall, the Viola Hall. Or in this case, the buffet, because, oh my goodness, that food looks delicious. Anyways, looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Yeah, why don't we examine this tasty food that I see before me? We ate this last night, didn't we? Yes. I was really happy then. I wish I could make you smile again, even for a second. Anything else? They haven't cleaned up the all the food yet. There's a sad feeling hanging in the air now that the party's over. What about here? Same dialogue. What about that chandelier up there? That is such a beautiful sight. The chandelier? Yes, but I can't believe it. I can't believe that such a terrible murder happened under such beautiful lights. It's shocking. And what about this here? Stage. The awards ceremony was held on the stage just last night. It was really fabulous. You just reminded me of the circus for a second. I wonder if everyone is alright. I heard that very big circus just recently started holding performances again. I'm sure they're all fine, Pearls. Alright, so I guess there's nothing we can do here. We examined all we need. Alright, so let's go into the hallway here. Hey! You're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta! Hey! Mr. Cop fella! The thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, but put him on trial. Find him guilty. Give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Look here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. C-A-M-E-R-A. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Heh, pun. Huh? Yeah, what is she talking about anyways? What does she make us think that we have her camera? I wonder. So, you lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He done made me cry at that. Oh, when did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, why did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember, and besides, I couldn't get anything for my big scoop. Wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. Alright, we get some evidence. Lotta's camera. Alright, maybe she might be able to tell us what happened? Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually I was here until around the time Mr. Arngar was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you went to school, Sadie boy? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a story to be found. A big scoop to be had. A big scoop? I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. So let's see, what is this big scoop she's talking about? Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? You could take a picture for your big scoop. So you could take a picture of your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oh no, not her too. Well, at least her locks aren't as severe as Miss Oldbag. Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer, can't be telling me that. Trade secret, you know? Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta, and your I rule smile. Oh boy. Now we have two people that are keeping secrets from Phoenix. Why? Why, I wonder? Ay. Well, at least we were able to pick up some evidence at least. Oh yeah, and I forgot we have the Nickel Samurai picture. Well, the poster actually. The press conference ticket. The radio transceiver that we got from Shelly Day Killer. And of course, Lotta's camera. Well, in this case, a picture of it. Yeah, a very expensive item valued at $1,600. It was stolen around the time of the murder. So this is just a picture of that camera. Yeah, cameras nowadays are very expensive. Oh boy. Alright. Before I leave here, let's examine the area here. So, stand aside, Miss Lotta. We got some investigation to deal with. I can understand flowers in front of the dressing rooms, but what are stuffed bears doing here? I didn't touch them. Wasn't me, I tell you. I give you my word. Why do I get the impression Lotta helped herself to one of them? Wouldn't surprise me. Alright, let's see right here. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see. Record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought too. So I was a nice enough gal to lend a helping hand. Secretly, of course. I have a feeling one of these days I'm going to end up defending her in court. And thankfully we never do. That's all I can say about that. Thankfully we never do. There's a piece of paper taped to the door. It says Juan Corrida's room. So that's the scene of the murder, I reckon. I thought something had gone on that night, but I never think it was murder. Neither did I. Is there any more info here? Nope, nothing. Alright, so there's nothing else we can do. We need more evidence though. And it looks like we have 2 hotel rooms to go inside. Matt Onguard's room and Juan Corrida's room. I guess we can start in Matt Onguard's room first. Just to see what we can see. Ooh, a katana. I want that. Seriously, I do. I want that katana. Alright. Where are we? We're in Mr. Matt Ongart's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? And thus we're introduced to Adrian. Adrian Taylor. I think that was her name. Yeah, this isn't gonna be the last time we're gonna be seeing her. Spoiler warning, by the way. We're... You're Mr. Ongart's lawyers, correct? I gathered this much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Ongart's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build this case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Andrews. I apologize. Andrews. I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. So yeah, as I said, this is Adrian Andrews. She's the manager or publicist for Matt Ongard. So think of her kind of like a less tolerant like a more tolerable Maggie Bird. If that's one way of saying things. But anyways, let's talk to her about the night of the murder. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had a dinner with Mr. Ongard. Yeah, take a look at that card she's holding. She has it. She'll be having that card in her hand throughout the entire case. And if y'all haven't figured it out, that is the calling card for Shelly the Killer. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. In a way, she's kind of like, if you have to ask, you'll never know. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room. No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Ongard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Carita. And that's when you found this body, isn't it? Ooh. You really held strong through everything. Yeah, she doesn't seem to be mentally tough as nails. Alright, so what's her relation to Ongard? Since I already explained it. So, about you and... Stop right there. Don't expect me to believe you have been talking to me without knowing how we relate. Sorry. I have no idea why Mr. Ongard chose you as his lawyer. Why did she have to go and say something like that? That's mean. I'm sorry, that was just mean. So very, very mean. Oh well. Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Onguard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Yeah, so is other places in LA that can be very harsh. Wink wink. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like her to places like this. Honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Yeah, she's starts off kind of mean, but later on, well, we actually see her real side. If that's one way of putting it. Alrighty, I guess there's nothing else we can do, but let's examine this entire area. So excuse me, Miss Andrews, and I just want to look at that samurai sword, that katana. There's a samurai-looking clothes on the sofa here. I think that jacket looking thing is called a happy? Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled. Alright, let's take a look at the food they were eating here. There's a giant bone sitting on the... Oh no, are we getting a sense of deja vu? Is this supposed to be T-bone steak? Anyways, there's a giant bone sitting on the plate. I don't really like meat. There's something weird about this plate. I just wish I could put my finger on what it is. Alright, let's take a look here. It's probably a Mr. Onguard's suitcase. For some reason, for someone who was only going to be here for the awards show, this is a lot of stuff. Looks like he was about 3 days. He was about 3 days worth of clothes in here. Wait a minute. Looks like he has about 3 days worth of clothes in here. What is wrong with me? Stars really are different from us, aren't they? They're just people. That's all I see them as, is people. Alright. Let's see, what else can we have a look? Ooh! Oh, it's like oh, here we go. There's some... Oh wait, this is the what I was... What about here, this little room? That's the bedroom over there. That's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here. Well, what'd you expect? This is a hotel. Alright. Do we even have the hotel guide map? Let me check the port record. No, I don't. Alright. So let's move on towards, back to the hallway. And into Mr. Kurita's hotel room. Yowza, that's a lot of bearers. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Carita's room, Pearls. Mr. Carita? The victim, which makes this the crime scene too. Oh, it's you! So, what's happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Ongart's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, so I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that, even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go. Little missy. Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you. Wouldn't you want to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good? Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, Pearls. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Alright, so we get the hotel guide map. Alright, so let's talk to Gumshoe here. Cause of death. Do you know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the scene of the crime should tell you, pal. The scene of the crime? Yeah, here's a picture. Oh boy. Yeah. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal. That's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Ongart's prints, pal. It's bad. Real bad. Alright, so we got the crime photo. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Ongart arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? It looks like the victim Juan Carita really put up a big fight. Wow. Well, it wasn't much of a fight. Looks like it was an all-bear battle royale, to be honest. Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off. Mr. Ongart said something about a button. Something like one of the Gem Ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Miss Oldbag. Please, anyone but her. But the prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention there's something at the crime scene that was a little off. Something that was a little off? As in, that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. Alright, let's start examining. So, as Gumshoe said, we were given permission. So let us examine this part here. First off is the table, and then I'll go for the other parts and then move on to the next part of the room. It's so messy here. Rose really likes things neat and tidy, I take it. There are a lot of electronic things in here, but that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please? Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops, for a second there I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Alright, what about the bears here? Wow, there are a lot of bears! Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. It's hard to bear with all these problems. Wow. As to why we get this little flashback from Mo the Clown is head scratching. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma that last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Alright, let's take a look right here at this suitcase. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator. Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Kurita? You're not wrong about that. Let's see. Yeah, my fault here, so I'm gonna skip all this. Alright. What about here? There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator. The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty. Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. Guess he must have been a real health nut. Oh, there's a beet. There's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam too. Maybe red was his favorite color. Who knows? Isn't there a laptop here? It's... oh, never mind. I already gone through here. Alright, let's... oops. Let's see. There we go. We have a radio here, but let's take a look at this table here. It looks like Mr. Kurita had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. We've had a lot of food at the award show last night. But I wonder if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. Let's take a look at this guitar case. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Kurita fought his assailant. What's this glass fragment from? A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are. You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? Actually, I was trying to... there we go. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar's not here. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show. Actually, he did, because if you recall at the beginning, he does have his guitar, but he has it on his back. At least I think. Yeah, actually, what happened was, I only re-recorded the first part of the investigation, and I'm recording the second part now, basically like a week later. So yeah. In other words, it was a very, 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 very long break. But Mystic Maya. She said the bright red guitar was the Jammin Ninja's signature item. It's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on the top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? Alright, so we get the guitar case as part of the evidence. Okay. Let's continue on here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, never mind. It's just a phone. Ooh, a radio? Nope. Right here. So that's a bed, right? Yep. It's big, but it's a bed. Mr. Nick, it's so soft. Big beds must be a rarity for her. Alright, so I guess we're done here. What's this right here? It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where this came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright? Yeah. Why is it? Well, anyways, let's talk with Gumshoe and present this wine glass here. So, about this wine glass. So you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So, does that mean Miss Von Karma's coming here? Yeah, she's coming. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. I think it'd be best if you didn't bump into her here. You can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Oh, speaking of which, phone ringing. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard this sound before. Somewhere. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Whenever I hear that sound for some reason, she pops up out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that did happen the last time. Sorry, I've got to... I make myself scarce. Later, pal. Yow! At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix, right? Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Ow. Hey, don't you dare run away, Scruffy McTrenchcoat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Detective, come over here for a second. Wow, he's really getting a whooping. Poor Gumshoe. I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared, he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. It's because Nick provided solid evidence on most of the, on both of your cases. He knew. Well, he kind of knew what he was doing. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Come, scruffy face. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Ow. Now, what did she throw at me? What is this? Well, I guess this means I've got to get back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Alright, so we're done here. And we also notice something here. That thing Von Karma threw at Phoenix. Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? It's got Mr. Rita's name written on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says, "To my dearest Wendy," in more normal letters here. This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah. This was an autograph intended for Wendy Oldbag. Alright, so we're done here. Let's head back and talk with Miss Andrews. Here we go. Let's see. I hope I didn't forget anything. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. I'm trying I'm trying to remember. Okay. Well, so since we already been in this room, there's no reason. So let's head towards the hall. Alright, so we're back at the lovely buffet tables. Hey, it's Mr. Powers. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. I wonder about that. So let's ask him about the Nickel Samurai. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers: Aluminum Samurai and Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why. It's a love why in Neo Tokyo. Neo Tokyo. I see. Wait. A love what? A love why, or I think it's supposed to be triangle? I don't know. This girl, Sayo works at a tea shop, and all three guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y shape is like the three brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl? Well, what happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo? Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does. Doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theaters starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. So what does he know about the Jammin' Ninja? So what's the Jammin' Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jammin' Ninja is like the samurai shows aimed towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't climb a wall, but became a big pop star. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola, Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-Jammin' cold the night before Battle 3. That's too bad for him. Yeah, but this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yep. Yes, Pearls? Well, what happens next? I want to know. The Jammin' Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. Yeah, both TV shows happen simultaneously on Sunday at 8 a.m. Which show should I watch? Can't believe she's really considering it. Alright, so let's present Miss Andrews' picture to Mr. Powers. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her. Like, know her, you know? There's some sort of small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? If you're interested, I can give you a little bit of the details. He's so happy. He looks like a lion that's just found his next meal. So yeah, explain this to us. What is this rumor? Or in this case, the gossip on Adrian. Would you mind telling me about this gossip? So you're interested in it too. I figured you would be. Yeah. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Attitude adjustment? You see now? don't you? What? You can't stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Carita didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA, Adrian Andrews. Yes, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd that woman Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client. It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Pearls is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Alright, so we get the magazine clipping. Alright, so I guess we got enough evidence as we can, so let's head back towards the hallway and presented the Magatama to our first volunteer, Miss Lotta Hart. Here we go. Now let's see what this big scoop is, because I know there's more to that tabloid clipping than meets the eye. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's something I can't. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, that there's my bread and butter. All right then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm gonna say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Carita and this person, Adrian Andrews. This woman, she's Adrian Andrews, Matt Engarde's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin' Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? Ooh, we've broken the lock. You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that. What's it? News sauce. You mean news source? That's it. Show me something that shows that Juan guy had something with Miss Andrews. Well. Oh, what have I done? I messed up. Now I gotta do this whole thing again. Well, thankfully, we have the first answer, and that's Miss Andrews' profile picture. Yeah, as I said, if you accidentally go back, you have to repeat the process all over again. So let's skip all this. Switch. And present. Skip all this. Alright, here we go. Gotta be careful this time. Switch. And show. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Mr. Carita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Engarde's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials A.A. You saw this article and then thought to make some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Kurita's door last night. What? And thus, unlock successful. I was about to say unsuccessful. Oh my goodness. Alright, start spilling the beans, Lotta. What is this big scoop you're talking about? You were looking into you were looking into Mr. Kurita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself the scoop by catching them in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it on one of the weekly tabloid magazines. Yeah, if this is supposed to be a magazine, why does this look like a newspaper clipping? Anyways, it's no longer breaking news. What's just say? Her initials AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna... I want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing. Getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, Lotta. Nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know. But, the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, is gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's with people now anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why though. Story probably on that note's probably a bold-faced lie. Alright, so the camera got updated. Apparently, in that camera case, there's a note with, explain that to me again. A tabloid article about the victim was in the case. So yeah. Alright, so we got everything we need from Miss Lotta Hart. Now it's time to head back towards the lobby and present the Magatama to Darth Vader here. Alright, here we go. What you witnessed. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. Then please, tell us what you saw. But, oh, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you youngin's expense. Because I'm a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. Let's give her that autograph. That's Juan's autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? My name's Wendy Oldback, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't, let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Wow. 3 broken locks. 3 birds, 1 stone. Wow. Wow, she must really want this autograph. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldback ready to open up her heart. All for my dearest Juan. Okay, I take that back. 4 birds with 1 stone. Alright, so we give the autograph to Wendy Dearest here. Alright, so start spilling. What did you witness? I feel bad for you, you know? Huh? I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. Too much info there. And did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or 2 out of it. Maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part at the trial, you know, the tomorrow trial. This time, you're gonna get it. I'm gonna work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. On Guard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my dear poor Juan in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. Yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Mr. On Guard ever do to her to deserve this? Yeah, let's ask her about that. What did Mr. On Guard do to you to make you so... Oh, you don't know? That guy. He framed Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick, what is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll just tell you about that after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by that wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do vials and wild temptress mean? How about we just listen to what Miss Oldback has to say for now, okay, Pearls? So, Miss Oldback, who is this woman you're talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose. His own manager. His own manager? But why? I thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldback? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. As I said, information can be a very, very valuable thing. And do you have proof that Mr. Arngard did what you say he did? Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so. Of course. A tabloid. Next week? Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Miss Oldback have information like that? And where did she get it? Alright, so we're done here. So, let's head towards the precinct. Oh wow, the memories. See that little mascot? That little light blue mascot here? This is gonna play spoiler warning. This is gonna play a major part. A major part for when we get to Rise from the Ashes. And as I said, I'll be playing that via the PC port. or the PC HD remaster. Because I do not wanna. Well, I mean, I may have to figure out how to adjust my microphones. So when we get to the finding fingerprints, because when this was released for the DS, Rise from the Ashes took advantage of the Nintendo DS's touchscreen features and the microphone. So hopefully when I get to Apollo Justice, hopefully I'll have the microphone set up to where hopefully the volume doesn't, like whenever I have to blow on the microphone to remove all of the fingerprint dust. You'll see. All right, so we're at the precinct. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal? Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Alright. So what is this airtight evidence he's talking about? So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces. Two? And both of them are in this photo. The first is the button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your body search of Mr. On Guard. Yep, and I found it in the folds of the Nicholas Samurai's special pants. And that second one is the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, a little missy. It's obvious. They're Matt On-Guard's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Alright, so what is this airtight testimony? So, what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean, you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well... And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10, and there's no turning it down. Trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldback saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. On Guard come out of the victim's room around the estimate time of death. No way! Oh boy. So anyways, let's present that newspaper clipping to, or, I'm sorry, the magazine clipping. I'm sorry, but it still looks like a newspaper clipping. Anyways, we're pretty interested in this, a bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Mr. Kurita. But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Impax. And she was Juan Kurita's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. Is it me, or is the picture of Celeste look like like lips, either some of her lipstick is like oozing down, or she was punched. I don't know. Or maybe the graphics are a little off. I don't know. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor? A woman who was both Mr. Kurita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this? Do you know, I want to know more about her, pal? Well, yeah, of course. She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrienne Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but ow! I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Miss Von Karma! You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean... I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait! Please wait, sir! If I don't get this month's pay, I'll start... Quiet! If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you wanted to say? Hmm? Who? That voice. Guess who's back? Edgeworth. It's been a long time, right? This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth? What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. You! How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name and dragged it through the mud. Run away with your tail between your legs, like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed to be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow, in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Alright, Edgeworth, start talking. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died. Mr. Nick, I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run to tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What is that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And that's the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? Proof of Von Karma blood. A lot of things may have happened. However, Manfred Von Karma was still my mentor, and a perfect win record is a proof of a Von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had your perfect win record? Oh, because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better for everyone if you'd never came back from the dead, Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? So why stand in court? Well, if it wasn't Francisca, she would almost definitely say, "I will defeat you this time," the instant she saw me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the court to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say. Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me, even if you are a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there's still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Alright, so let's present the photo of Celeste Impacts. I keep forgetting present. This woman is another key to the case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but suddenly she was called away by a production and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was a suicide, right? Yes, but there is still one riddle left unsolved. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Suicide note, you say? Miss Impacts' death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had written it. The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impacts had ever written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Oops, excuse me. He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note? But why? As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? And thus we get Part 1 of the suicide report. So let's present that as well. I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has two parts. What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here is the second part. The second part of the report is an attempted suicide. The attempter's name? It's Adrian Andrews. Miss Andrews? What did she do? She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try and kill herself. You think she's a strong career woman. That is just her image. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. A secret? Her codependency. That's the key word. Codependency. The word most unsuited to describing that woman. Let's ask him about that. So, how are Adrian Andrews and codependency related? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Quite possibly because she had lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that? Is this what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is a person who looks for someone she can trust unconditionally. And once she finds that someone, she blindly follows them. Without someone to guide her, she feels uneasy and can't carry herself through life. And that's her codependency. When Celeste Impacts suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then, that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Alright, so let's have a read at both of those reports. Alright, part 1, the suicide report. Found by Juan Carita was her suicide note hidden. And of course, we have the attempted suicide report. Attempter, Adrian Andrews. Reason, shock from Celeste Impacts' suicide. I guess that's it. Alright, so let's head back towards Unguard's hotel room. Wow, this is getting very, very long. Very long. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Francisco I'll say Van. Von Karma. Miss Von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so you've got some nerve for following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Pearls, you're always following after that, Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. I'll show you something interesting, little girl. It's that thing that, Detective Gumshoe was holding. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews? Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright. What were those two talking about? Miss Andrews? She seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Ay. Alright. Let's present Juan Carita's picture to Miss Andrews here. Oops, I think I passed it. Ah, here we go. Did you know the victim? Mr. Carita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his our rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most uninteresting things. If either one of them weren't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Carita was killed. Alright, let's talk motive for murder. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Carita was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? Excuse me, oh my goodness. I'm just doing my job, so do you have any ideas? Oh boy. Miss Andrews? Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a cyclock, Mr. Nick? Yes. There's getting to be more and more of these lately. Alright, so we have all the evidence we need, so let's present the Magatama. And I apologize for the phone ringing. You know what? I'll be back. Let me go check my messages. So, cut. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Let's begin the Cyclock with motive for murder. Why was Juan Carita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Ongart's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answer? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Carita. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You are not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. with this. You and Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? And I'm gonna pick Celeste Impacts. Celeste Impacts, your mentor. Why do you know about Celeste? Miss Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews? There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Why? Oop. The suicide note. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita? Juan? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that say otherwise. This is the proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. And I present the attempted suicide report. Miss Andrews, you went through it too. Didn't you? Went through what? A suicide. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, and you live by yourself. Yes, I have been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impact's note. You heard about it, and thought to recover it from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was why the victim was killed. Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one most likely to want Mr. Kurita dead. Me? Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? Unlock successful. Alright, time for her to spill the beans. Motive for murder. It's true, I am a woman who can live in insecurity. I'm physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all of that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews, this one thing, it's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note, and that someone was Juan Kurita. Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep that celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide, I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, if people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the always thinking type. She never says anything carelessly, it seems. Thank you very much. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back. That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell. That's what it looks like. Doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Her not remembering something clearly sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Arngard in your capable hands. And thus, she is out of there. Alright, so let's head back towards, Oh, wait a minute. Well, I think we gathered about all we can. What about the Mystic Maya? Is she alright? Oh, pearls. She looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all, and has been walking all over the place with me today. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? Oh, no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am. You don't look fine to me. Alright, so let's head back. Let's head towards the, to the law offices of Phoenix Wright. Whew, alright. So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive. You mean Miss Impact's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Hello? This is the law office of Wright & Co. Mr. Return, you're not answering a phone. No. Maya! Where's Maya? As I promised, I have not come within a few feet of her this whole time. Phew. Which is why, I suppose, she is absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? Wait! Maya! Let me hear her! Very well. Ask my... Maya, is that you? Sis! Ask my sis! Maya! Maya! Darn it, he cut me off. Mystic Maya said, ask my sis. Didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry? Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come. Ask me anything you want about her. Alright, so so apparently what happened was off screen, Mia, no, I guess Maya had some paper and a pen or something and wrote down what's been going on, and then she channels Mia, and she reads everything that's been going on. And that's basically it. And now Pearl is now channeling Mia, and thus we get to what's been going on at the place where Maya is being kept. So let's ask her about the situation. How's Maya? She's safe for now. That kidnapper is was one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then, I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like this. Pretty smart of her. And the kidnapper? The kidnapper. Oh, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And she didn't see the face of her attacker. Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? Alright, so we head back to earlier. I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Alright, so now we are in control of Maya. So all we can do now is just examine that little note right here. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. It kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. And I'm surprised we have all this evidence with us. Alright. So let's examine these boxes here. There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see. And what about here? What's this? It feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. And these feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. And the door? Drat. It's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then, click! They magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I can use. Ah, that's it! This shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it. Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting. Or worried. And thus ends the investigation. Oh boy, this was a long one. Oh man, the longest one I've ever done. My guess this video is going to be up to 2 hours, because there's a lot of investigation going on. I can't imagine how the court, the first trial is going to be. But anyways, I'm going to call it a part right here. Next time, we begin the trial of Matt on guard. So, until then everyone, take care and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care, and God bless.